Merry Christmas, my friends and viewers. I have a story here that I wrote tonight about something that happened earlier today to me, and I just title it Christmas Eve and Two Amazing Fossil Finds. It never ceases to amaze me at how many rare treasures lay about just for the picking up. I'm writing this, as I said, on Christmas Eve, and it has been a wonderful day, topped off by two remarkable fossils. David and I had gone Christmas shopping with good friends Anne and Ruth Donnelly, who is also my sister in Christ Jesus. And on our way home, Anne had to stop to the Save-A-Lot store to pick up milk. So I sent David in to get a gallon of chocolate milk. Ruth waited in the car, and I got out and began to casually look through landscaping stones. This past year, I have made some really awesome fossil finds and artifact finds in this way, and today was not an exception. I spied a very curious-looking stone whose surface was covered with bumps and circles. Well, they were circles, and in the center of the circle was a bump in each one, and there's quite a few, as you can tell by the photograph. But at any rate, this very much resembled frog eggs, which are laid in a gelatinous mass, but I know that they weren't fossil frog eggs. Once we returned, I began looking on the net to see if I could establish what this particular fossil represented. And much to my surprise, they are indeed jellyfish. Now, I have in the last couple of years found maybe a half a dozen jellyfish fossils, but this one is most unusual. From what I found, this probably represents a type of jellyfish that remained stationary near the sea bottom and quite likely lived during the Precambrian period in ancient history. The Precambrian represents about 88% of all geological time and ranged from 4,600 to 541 million years ago. This is according to science, but as a Bible-believing Christian, I don't believe in these vast and far distant reaches of time. However, I don't also subscribe to the concept of Earth being only 6,000 years. So I'm kind of in the middle, on the post, if you will, on how I feel about the age of the Earth. But it's not a point of salvation, so it's not something I worry a whole lot about. But at any rate, as I was saying, the first fossil represents actually on it probably a dozen very small fossil jellyfish. Okay, and then the second fossil I found, which caught my eyes, was also a jellyfish, but of a much different kind. I have found this type before. It appears as a dark stain on the inside of certain layered stones. These types are found in abundance at Mason Creek, Illinois. To most, they would probably be very bland, and they are. That is, until you finally realize that the dark stain was at one time a pulsating mass with stinging tentacles. There were a number of other specimens that I selected, but as far as for now, they are fairly unremarkable. I want to also tell you, though, and I thought this was so cool, of a random act of kindness directed my way as I was looking for specimens today. Well, as I was looking, I was also smoking, a truly disgusting habit that I wish that I could quit. Anyway, a Suburban pulled up by me, and there was a young couple inside that were smiling happily. And he rolled down his window and bid me a Merry Christmas and handed me a new unopened pack of Marlboro 100 cigarettes. Well, I thanked them, but before I could say anything else, their window was up and they were gone. Those cigarettes are expensive here, nearly $7 a pack. And Dave and I roll our own for considerable savings, but every once in a while, it's nice to have a real pack, and that sure was very nice for two complete strangers to just, hand it out to me. Saginaw gets a bad rap a lot of times, but one thing I've learned in the time that I've lived back here is there are a heck of a lot of really, really nice people. Well, thank you for stopping. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and also while you're here, why not hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single program here on the Dennis Morrison channel. Again, thanks for stopping by. God bless, and Merry Christmas.